Hi,
Hello. How's it going?
we're back.
We're back. I want to talk about why we're polyamorous. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think that's probably important.
Yeah. We made a few episodes now, and we should probably talk about why we like polyamory so much and why we're not monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of reasons why I like polyamory and why I'm not crazy about monogamy. But I think we should go through a few, just some of the big ones that
Okay.
are really important to me. In a monogamous relationship, I feel like there's way too much pressure on both parties involved because they are the totality of the romantic attention that the other partner gets.
Yeah, it's a lot less stressful for me when I don't feel like I have to be absolutely everything for somebody. It takes a lot of stress off of the relationship, I feel like. Because really, what that allows you to do is just be yourself. And if you aren't able to provide as somebody who loves football, you don't have to worry about going to football games or watching football with that person because they can find somebody else to do that and they can find somebody else that they can have an intimate connection with and they can bond over something that maybe you can't provide for them. I mean, I hate football, and so do you.
Yeah.
So we should just be monogamous, right? Is that what we were saying?
No, I'm pretty sure that's not what we're saying. Another reason why I don't want to be monogamous is because I get crushes on a lot of people.
Yeah, he does.
I see somebody and I'm attracted to them and they're fun to be around and I just want to be around them. And if that involves sex and romance, then I'm just kind of like giving myself the allowance to go there. And in a monogamous context, I don't have that allowance. Like I can't explore how the two of us would work together. It's kind of depressing. Like I'll go to a party and I'll meet somebody who I could be really into and it's like, well, the only way that the two of us are going to interact so long as I'm in this monogamous relationship is we can hang out and be friends, but what if we want to express ourselves in other ways? I can't do that now. So yeah, I think polyamory solves that pretty nicely. You just give your partner the freedom to explore how they would work with somebody they're interested in and just let that kind of unfold and let it be awesome.
Within that is the reason that I care about polyamory so much. That I feel comfortable knowing that my partner's being totally honest with me. I don't feel like I'm being forced, and I'm not forcing anybody else to, like you say, kind of turn the volume down on who they are. Um, you can just express whatever you want. He can come and say to me like, I met this really cool person, and we're gonna go out on a date. And he doesn't have to feel shame about that. It doesn't have to be weird. It can just be totally transparent. It doesn't make sense for me to operate in a relationship where you don't have that full transparency. It seems kind of unreasonable to ask a partner not to be totally honest with me or not to be comfortable being totally honest with me because I want to know if they've got feeling for somebody else and I want to be able to be supportive of that. And if you're in a monogamous relationship and that's not available to you, then it's very possible that you're not going to be able to be fully honest with your partner.
Yeah, isn't it sort of weird? Like, if you were in a serious relationship with someone, wouldn't it be very strange to like want to know what's going on in their life and what's important to them? But if they have feelings for somebody else, it's like, no, no, no,
You don't want to
I don't
know.
want to go there. I don't want to talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
that can't be true.
Right.
I'm not listening. You're a liar. You're dead. It's just like it seems so strange to me because in every other arena, we want to know what excites our partner, what makes them feel alive,
Yeah.
but when it comes to romantic interests,
Right.
it's like
That's where the line is.
Yeah.
You can't continue to be honest about your whole self.
And yet clearly this is a really, really important domain. Otherwise we wouldn't have all of these rules and all of these scripts and schemas in our culture about dating if it wasn't super, super important to us.
Right.
It clearly is. So wouldn't you want to know, like, what your partner's interested in, who they're interested in? That's like a part of who they are.
Right. Well, and a lot of people feel like if you're in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, you either A, don't want to be with anybody else because you're fully committed, or even if you do have a crush on somebody, it's the more worthy thing to do to just ignore it.
Yeah.
Which science tells us doesn't work because 80% of married couples in America have at least one partner who's unfaithful.
That's true. Yeah.
So there's something in this narrative that's not working for people.
So, and another reason why polyamory is so great is because it's just so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I mean, it's fun both personally and it's fun in like a sociological, anthropological sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun like in my personal life because it's far more complicated and messy and, you know, drama-tastic.
Messy, literally?
No, not well. Interpersonally, like in my own personal life, being polyamorous is very exciting. But then, from like a sociological perspective,
Mhm.
it's far more exciting than monogamy. Because if I meet somebody and they tell me they're in a monogamous relationship, for all intents and purposes, like I know how their dynamic works for
Right.
the most part.
Yeah.
Whereas if somebody tells me, yeah, I'm polyamorous, I'm immediately like, tell me all about it. How does it work? Who do you do it with? What's the dynamic like? What are the rules?
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of questions and everyone's different. By telling you about how their situation works and what kind of rules they have in place, they're telling you who they are and
Mhm.
what concerns they have and like what they care about. And it's just a really cool way to get to know someone. I mean, and besides, you know, YOLO.
YOLO.
YOLO. I mean, you do actually only live once, so you should probably date as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Not as many as you can, but as many as you want.
Yeah.
And you just can't really do that in monogamy
Mhm.
necessarily. You have to do like serial monogamy. I mean, you're gonna burn a few bridges if you want to do serial
Yeah.
monogamy. Like the moment you see somebody at the party and
Right.
you're like, oh wow, they're pretty cute. So I have to clock out and go clock in because I want to go see, you know, what happens over there.
Right. Generally, people don't do that. What they do is they say like, "Oh, that's a really cute person. Bummer."
And so there's either lying involved or self-limiting behavior where it's like, yeah, I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to go explore.
And what we both value a lot is encouraging and supporting each other in being able to do that. Find somebody that you're interested in and feel comfortable knowing that your partner is happy for you because you are getting to explore a new way of fulfilling your life and having happiness. And who am I to say that I have to be the gatekeeper of that? Why do I have to be the only person that makes you happy? Too much pressure.